We're live on 2-3 Ghana on Facebook, DSTV channel 279, all across the world on 3news.com. And it was a day full of analysis and the mid-year budget review as the finance minister appeared before the parliament to present. Etornam Sey is here. And Etornam, what's your overview generally of the mid-year budget review as presented by the finance minister today?
Two things stood out for me, Alfred. The first one will be expenditure, because there have been mounting pressure on government to cut down expenditure and also put money where we're getting revenue. Now, if you look at how much government said it was going to spend between January and June, 55 billion cedis. Government spent 50 billion cedis. For me, I think it's a step to fiscal consolidation, because if you look at the fiscal deficit between January and June, 22 billion cedis. That's 22 billion we're spending more than how much we're earning. So for me, it's a step. And also the fact that there was no supplementary budget. And so for me, I think that we are finding a way to use what we have, and hopefully we get the necessary, policies to back government's plans to ensure that we get back to fiscal rule. The second thing that stood out for me will be the CARES program. Government says it's supporting with 30 billion cedis, and private sector will come in with 70 billion cedis. Sector players have been wondering, how are we going to raise the 70 billion? It wasn't clear. But today, the finance minister says we are going to use the GIPC as, if you like, the transports to ensure that we raise this 70 billion cedis. As to how this is going to be done, I'm not sure. But it does appear that maybe it will work if we look at, ensure that, the private sector comes in. We are hoping that they get the necessary conditions to be able to do what they're supposed to do. I mean, the condition to be able to thrive as private sector offers. So for me, two things stood out for me, and hopefully when we come back with the business segment, we'll get a lot more details into that.
Certainly so. There's a lot to look out for as we go on the bulletin with further analysis. And you raise a question about the private sector, the impact of COVID, still reeling on that, and the fact that they're supposed to contribute this much to this Obatampake's program.
Yes, and Etornam will come back again with the latest on this. Well,